That's it for today. Remember, wherever you go, I'll be there. The shine in your Japan, the sparkle in your China.
Bodhisattva, Bodhisattva.
Ah! Goddamn flashbacks.
Guess again, sunshine. Nice little setup. Guns, cheap Russian booze, teenage bra-burning hippie chicks. Phew, man after my own heart, if I had one.
I'm split over whether I like THQ as a company. It's owned by Embracer Group, which is one of those Thanos companies that sucks up every studio in their wake. Recently, they snatched up the studios that Squeenix put up for sale because they haven't been able to capitalize on those brands as of late. With bigger companies like Microsoft and Sony taking in other devs, it's worrying to see the gaming landscape get carved into fiefdoms by big publishers. On the other hand, THQ actually made good on some of the studios in its pocket. After Purple Lamp remade Battle for Bikini Bottom, they're now making a brand new SpongeBob title with the same look and design. Saber Interactive is working on the sequel to Warhammer Space Marine, and Appeal is finally working on a sequel to Outcast. Simply put, THQ is single-handedly bringing back the AA market. And so we come to the subject of this video. Destroy All Humans 2 Reprobed is a 2022 remake of the 2006 title originally developed by Pandemic Studios. Black Forest Games did the remake for the first game, and like Purple Lamp, it's working on the second entry in the series. Reprobed is coming out at the end of June, but you can try the demo on Steam right now. I've covered the first game as a full review and as a first impression based on its demo. To recap, I liked how Black Forest knew what parts of the game to preserve and what parts to improve to make the gameplay more enjoyable. The original Destroy All Humans isn't bad by any means, but Black Forest did a great job revamping the psychokinesis controls to be more suited for combat and incorporated mechanics from the second game into the remake. From what I've played of Reprobed's demo, Black Forest is still on point when it comes to keeping everything from the original version and integrating their own improvements from the first game's remake. The missions are virtually the same as they were in the original version, but just like with the first remake, Black Forest added extra challenges for each mission to spice them up. They're not too hard. Kill enemies in a particular method, don't touch the water, or accomplish this mission with a certain disguise. One of the things I liked was that the dash ability that Black Forest introduced in the first game's remake is back, and at least in the demo, it works as if it's been fully upgraded. Tap circle to quickly move in any direction, and hold down circle to skate along the surface. It makes traversal fun and feel less plotty than the original game. Also, Crypto can now dash past certain projectiles to avoid hits. Psychokinesis is still mapped to R1 like in the first remake. Tap it to suspend a person or object in mid-air, tap it again to drop whatever you're carrying. Hold down R1 until the PK cloud turns red, and you can throw whatever you're carrying away. Now there's a new PK smash ability that's a little clunky in the controller. You have to carry a person in PK, click in both sticks, and press R2 to smash the person into the ground or wall. Keep doing so, and you can kill the person with that move. Seems kinda situational, as I don't really see a reason for it when you can just throw people into the air. The first Destroy All Humans was set in the 50s and spoofed B-movie horror and small-town Americana. Destroy All Humans 2 takes place in the 60s and spoofs the Summer of Love movement.
Brothers and sisters, children of the revolution, this is the dawning of the age of aquariums.
To fit with the times, Crypto now has a new move called Free Love that pacifies everyone around him. In the original game, it was one of Crypto's psi abilities that he could use like telepathy to read minds or pacify NPCs. In Reprobed, Free Love has been reclassified as a weapon in Crypto's arsenal. He pulls out a Cyclops visor and blasts the hypnotic rays at nearby humans. In the original game, just using Free Love was enough to distract nearby humans for Crypto to do his dirty work. In Reprobed, Crypto has to make sure to target a handful of humans to fill up the Free Love meter. Once the meter is filled, everyone goes into party mode. If the alert level is high, Crypto will have to zap more people to fill up the meter. Instead of the holobob from the first game, Crypto can cut out the middleman, or woman, and use Body Snatch to take control of their bodies. Sometimes you can snatch a person undetected, but that only works when they're isolated. Usually, you'll have to use Free Love to distract everyone, and then you can snatch whoever you want. The game will tell you if you were detected when you snatched a body, or if you were undetected, which is called a clean snatch. It never gets old to jump into a woman's body and have the game tell you that you have a clean snatch.
Whoa, now, I'm a liberated man! What's with the heavy vibe, mama? What? Oh, crap. I forgot I'm a chick.
You know what does get old though? Some of the jokes in this game.
What do you know about the Ivans in the cheap suits who crashed our party?
You mean those KGB cats? Yeah, those dudes are straight, all right. They make Jack Lord look like Abby Hoffman.
I appreciate Black Forest's disclaimer at the beginning of the demo, stating that the only obvious change they made to Destroy All Humans 2 was the visuals, and they kept the audio from the original version intact. They even warn new players that some of the humor might not go well in the current year. And yeah, some references just don't stick for me now. One thing I did notice about Reprobed's audio is that it sounds a lot cleaner than the first remake. I always thought that the first remake had a really crunchy sound quality, but I think they did a better job cleaning up the sound files in Reprobed. Unfortunately, you can't tell that from my footage because this game does not want to be recorded. I remember having problems with the first remake's stability. It would crash all the time in certain missions. I only had one softlock in Reprobed's demo, but the game ran fine as I played it. However, something about the game prevents me from getting any decent footage from either OBS or Shadowplay. Recording in OBS results in really choppy playback, and recording in Shadowplay results in the sound cutting off all the time.
I'm at the bridge! Get bong water out of here! When you're packing a new Ferrari, you don't want it gathering dust in the garage. You know what I'm saying?
Not really.
I might resort to getting the game on the PS4, just to see if I can get a more stable result from a console. This isn't that big of a deal for me so far. It is a AA title after all. I definitely recommend trying out Reprobed's demo. You play through a significant part of the first hub area, and get a good sampling of the game's missions. There's even a boss fight thrown in there. I'm glad the Destroy All Humans franchise is getting another shot with these remakes. They come from a time where humor was played faster and looser, and while that might ruffle some feathers, a lot of the jokes can still stick the landing.
Like me, many of you joined the American Liberation Front as a way of getting back at your rich suburban parents for subjecting you to an adolescence of obscene luxury.
The workers' revolution is inevitable.
Right. You don't really know much about capitalism, do you, Ivan?
I know corrupt corporations fatten themselves off the toil of the American worker, even as they pull the strings of the American government.
Exactly. You can't beat that kind of muscle.
I still think kids are not going to pick up that crypto speech pattern is meant to riff on Jack Nicholson though.
Pacifist. What a crime.